Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time, we infiltrated the Pirates' Fortress and stole back the Zora eggs that they stole from the Zora band. This time, I have a lot to do and not very much time to do it, so I have to rush in order to get everything done. First thing I gotta do is I have to go back into the Pirates' Fortress and take a picture of one of the guards for the fisherman out by the coast, as he will give us someone very, very important if we do so. I'm taking a chance here. I went right in front of the boat guard. It worked though. Put on the stone mask, walk right up to a guard, and use the camera on them. This little quest is no problem. You know, I can't help but wonder how the game knows what I took a picture of, like how that all works in the code. I'm sure it's a very, very complicated process, but I wonder anyway. Oh, I was going to deliver the mushrooms to Kotake so I could free up a bottle, but it looks like I can't do that. Yeah, if Kume isn't rescued by this point, Kotake actually goes out to look for her. Fortunately, since it's past 10 p.m., I can sell them to the Curiosity Shop. I keep special hours for folks like you. Try coming back at 1/2 never. Wow! I have a freaking mushroom to give you. Pay a good for show it to me with C, and here you are. Here's a mushroom. That'll give you 5 rupees. That's not very expensive, but I need the empty bottle. Hello, sir. I got the picture you wanted. You fucko. Anyway. The seas don't return to normal soon. Zora's even out. Be all dried up. Oh, no. Okay, I have to talk to this freaking... Target the damn seahorse game! I don't have time for this crap. Alright, show me a pictograph. Yep, you got it. Or, well, no, you don't got it. I got it. Right here. Oh, that's it, that's it! I had a picture like that. Well, aren't you a crafty one? You'll give that to me, won't you? In exchange, I'll give you this. I'm now imagining Link being caught by the pirates, and then as they're about to, like, capture him and throw him out, he's like, wait, hold on, can I just take a picture of you real quick? Hurry, take it to its home at Pinnacle Rock. You got it. Thank you. Hurry, take me back to the waters near Pinnacle Rock. I am on it faster than you could ever believe. I've been using Goron Link to travel around quickly because he is absolutely great at that. Honestly, I don't think the Bunny Hood is as good at that, so yeah. All right, now we're in the water. We let Zora Link take over. We try not to do that, but it's fine. The reason why I'm rushing so hard is because I do plan on hopefully completing the temple of this region before the 3-day cycle is up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try my darndest. This is where Pinnacle Rock is. You go beyond this point and you load into its map. Okay, now we need to drop down to the bottom. Open up our inventory to grab the seahorse in our bottle. And there's a reason you need the seahorse to come out here. Well, you technically don't need the seahorse to come out here, but it is good for you to have the seahorse. Sea snakes lair ahead. Due to the murky water, caution is advised for all who enter. Release the seahorse right here. Who's also been juiced up to go into the bottle. Jeez, that's violent. Sorry, buddy. You have strange powers, Link. I have a request for you. Please follow me. After this point, the seahorse will lead you through this area. This is a rehash of the Haunted Wasteland from Ocarina of Time, where you need to follow the correct path through this murky area, or else you'll get lost and be warped back to shore, just like the water does to everyone around here. You can follow this path without the seahorse, but, I mean, without the seahorse, how do you know where the path is, right? I could try swimming, but I don't want to, like, I think you have to, if you touch the walls of the border, the walls bordering the little maze path we have here, then you will be ejected, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste time. Here in the depths of Pinnacle Rock live many dangerous sea snakes. My friend is trapped here. Link, can you please find a way to rid the area of all the sea snakes and help my friend? I feel bad with anyone with thalassophobia who had to get through this part. Is that how you pronounce it, or is it like thalassophobia? I don't know. Anyway, we have a giant underwater segment with a lot of holes in the side, each one containing a giant freaking underwater monster in them. Yeah, I really feel bad for anyone with a fear of the ocean who had to play his part. There, I said the version of the word I can't pronounce. Okay, yeah. If you get caught by the enemy, they will bite you and start eating you like that. I think I just used my electric barrier and escaped from him easily. They died in 2 hits. I think this might be a new guy. But yeah, you just want to get to the side of their head, and not do that. Okay, that worked. Never mind. It's all fine. I mean, I can use my freaking barrier, my magic barrier as much as I want to because I drank the Chateau Romani last time, which gives me unlimited magic until the end of the 3-day cycle. So yeah. Some of these guys will drop Zora eggs, some of the ones you need, but in order to save the seahorse's friend, you need to kill all of them. Okay, this one dropped an egg, so we're gonna have to go get it. There are pots in some of them to refill on magic should you need it. I'm actually really glad I got the Chateau Romani, so I won't have to bother with that, because otherwise you would definitely have to bother with that. There's a Zora egg in a bottle. There are 3 here, and thankfully I have exactly 3 bottles, so that's just enough. Okay. It's going pretty well so far. It's 1 a.m. Hopefully the rest of these guys won't take too long to kill. Yo, zap you, and... damn it. Okay, I think what I need to do is I need to just hold down R. Do the electric barrier all along. Yeah, because then they ignore you. If you don't have the electric barrier up, they ignore you. Or if you do have the electric barrier up, they ignore you. There's the correct words. Another Zora egg. Let me get my other bottle out. And let me also swap that out for my last bottle. Third one's probably towards the bottom, if I remember correctly, but we're going to be killing all of them anyway, so no need to worry. I have to wonder, why are we still hearing crickets down here? I also have the same question about the Snowhead Mountains. I never brought it up, but why were there crickets there at nighttime during the winter? I don't think many bugs would be able to survive in that condition. Yeah, oh my god, I could just hold R to win. Okay, nothing in there, so down further we go. Let's see. Sinking down, let's go. There's gonna be one of them here. Yeah, and yeah, you just hold down R the entire time. I've been saying that every single time, but I can't get enough of it. That's why I feel the need to point it out. I'm like, holy shit, guys, did you know unlimited magic is good? No. I couldn't have possibly guessed unlimited magic is good. Again, I don't know if the walls are supposed to look like that with that texture. It's supposed to be like the water movement, but definitely the areas surrounding the openings of each hole are a little questionable looking. There's a chest in this one. It's probably just rupees, but I must satisfy my curiosity. Oh my god, I landed on the other side. Okay, open. And is it rupees? It's rupees. Of course it is. This is probably where the pirates got all their red rupee chests from, is down here. I killed that guy, right? Yes, I did. They do load in no matter where you are in the area, so you can always see the sea snakes as long as they're alive. And then these down here should be the last 2. There's just 2 on each layer. Simple as that. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Zora egg in there. The Zora eggs do require you to get a little closer before they load in. Nope. Looks like the last one has not only, hopefully, the seahorse's friend, not the Z-horse's friend, but the last Zora egg. I was swapping the Z and the S to make Zora egg and Z-horse. Hope you enjoyed. I like how that's playing for reuniting a seahorse as opposed to just solving a puzzle like normal. Thank you, Link. This is a symbol of my deepest gratitude. Piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces of heart to assemble a new heart. Yeah, we know how these works, thanks. And there they go. I don't know if they're, like, just friends or if they're a little more than that, but either way, I'm glad they're safe. I'm glad they're safely together again, and I'm glad all the sea snakes here are gone. They're freaking terrifying. I mean, I guess I probably shouldn't say that I'm glad that a species in the world is now extinct, but it's just the truth of the matter. I can't freaking... Like, I am glad they're gone. It's just what I think. Oh, could I have just warped out here without swimming? It's too late. I'm on the way back out. We may as well waste the time. Okay, now I want to forcibly eject myself. Come on, come on. Hit the barrier. Hit the barrier. There we go. Yeah, okay. I think your vision is supposed to fog up. You aren't supposed to just, like, fade to black like that in order to be ejected back to the start of Pinnacle Rock usually, but that's just what it looked like there. I heard that the pirates were attacked by the sea snakes. They needed a creature's lair. Seems they dropped something precious there. Don't you wonder what it was, Mikau? We have to get through that murky water to look for it. Where are the gold-colored fish when I need them? All you have to do is go take a picture of a Gerudo. You'll probably be fine. Do you know how to take a picture? It's simple. You just go to the swamp, grab a camera, and jump. In the 3DS version, you have to press R to prepare a dolphin jump like that. Here, you can do it just fine. Actually, before I turn them in here, I want to make a brief visit back to Zora Hall. If we head back and talk to Evan the band leader, there's actually a little more you can do with him. I think he's the 3rd door? Yeah, he's the 3rd door down here. Let me roll a little bit, speed things up. Oh, that guy's back at it. God damn it, stop worrying the band leader like you do. So I think after you have the jam session with Japas, however you pronounce his name, you want to come up to Evan, and you do want to play him the melody that you two were playing. First, though, I actually forgot. First thing's business is show him the eggs. I got one of the eggs back. You did it, Meow. Okay, take that egg straight to the professor of the Marine Research Lab. I've already talked to the professor. Leave the rest up to him. Oh, thank goodness. Lulu's voice has been brought back to normal. Has it? How do you know that? Alright, anyway, that's one thing. The other thing is... Let me see if I can remember this. Were you guys secretly writing a song behind my back again? Isn't songwriting the job of the band leader? Boy, you're not happy with my songs? No, we are very not happy with your songs. Okay, I thought he was supposed to, like, start playing it on the piano and saying it works. Hang on, let me try talking to him as a Hylian. Lou's voice was in return. Hey, how'd you get in here? I shouldn't have to put up with this. People not associated with the band aren't allowed in here. If you want an autograph, we'll be giving them out of the town's carnival, so wait until then. Well, sorry, I have a song proposal for you. You want to hear it? Huh? That song. It works, it works, it works! So I guess you only accept new songs when they're not from your band members. You're an interesting leader, ain't ya? Not the bad. That's a pretty good song I just made up. What the fuck? Dude! Alright, you've got a good sense of melody. We'll play my new song at our next show. Take this in thanks. I'm so glad to have inspired you to create special things, my friend. It actually is a piece of art. Cool, I didn't know that. It's possible there might be something you could do with the third band member, with the drummer guy. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it right now. If there is something you could do with him, I'll do it later. You're not thinking I'm stealing your song, do you? Yes, I'm very much thinking that. In fact, I'm thinking you're stealing your own band members' songs, because they came up with it first. Wow, I can't believe this guy. I love that little bit of characterization, though. Alright, let's waste no further time. Let's get the eggs safely inside the aquarium. At last. 1, 2, and 3. That's all 7. Lulu's having 7 children, goodness. Good, all of the eggs have been brought together. It's going to start. Quick, come to the front of the aquarium. I forgot what my voice for this guy was, so might be a little inconsistent there. Sorry about that. Look at this! What does this mean? What in the world could this mean? I've got it! Don't you understand the way these Zora children have lined up? It means... So was it sheer coincidence that the back wall of that tank looks like a musical score? Or a sheet of music, rather? Okay. Left, up, left, right, down, left, right. That's probably my favorite of the 4 temple songs. It's so groovy. And also, I have to say, how come a bunch of freaking infant Zoras are better at composing music than I ever will be? It is true, some people really are born with talents. You learned the new wave bossa nova. It's the melody taught by the Zora children that invigorates singing voices. Yes, it's that instrument! If these Zoras were born to teach this song, then hurry! You must play this song for the Zora who laid these eggs! That I shall do. Alright, back at the back end of Zora Cape, or rather Zora Hall, let's grab this fairy, put it in our bottle. We might actually need it here. Another news? I don't need any of that, but I'll take the refill on bombs. And now, Lulu, I know you've been feeling down lately, but don't worry, I have just the thing to perk you up. There we are.
I slept quite well. I just realized this when I opened my eyes. The passing of days is quite quick, isn't it, Lulu? Yes, Lulu. It's nothing to be surprised at. Although my eyes were closed in sleep, I still see everything that occurs in this ocean. It seems Lulu is confused. Regrettably, there is no time for idle conversation. Now then, proud Zora warrior. The open seas of Great Bay have need of your might. Quickly, climb onto my back.
And how do you suppose I do that, Turtle Sensei? You say anything? Mikau, what's going on? Oh wow, words! And my voice. What happened to me? I got your eggs back, apparently. That's what happened to you. So yes, for whatever reason, even though the turtle was addressing the Zora warrior, you do have to transform back to Hylian Link so that you can use the hook shot on the trees on his back in order to enter. Or to climb onto his back, rather. Not to enter. Are we entering this turtle? I don't think so. Is that what they meant by the murky water causing boats to go back to shore? Because that ain't murky water, that's a tornado. Fortunately, Turtle Sensei is able to pierce the barrier and let us in to Great Bay Temple. I love Link's little wave there, it's so adorable. And we're off, let's get right to it. Let's waste no time. I don't think there's anything in those barrels actually, so I'm not gonna go bother checking. Let's pull out our fire arrows as there are a bunch of unlit torches in this room to begin with. Why am I turns? The frick? Okay. This might be the worst angle of all time to shoot these from, but it's okay. The failure sounds are just me trying to shoot another fire arrow and the game not letting me. It's not me failing to shoot the torches. I'm shooting them just fine, thank you very... Never mind. Please don't tell me they burn out over time. Please don't tell me they burn out over time. Oh god, they burn out over time! I've been wasting so much time. Alright, anyway. I'm actually doing pretty good on time. I shouldn't be as worried as I was before on this. It's just, you know, I was thinking Pinnacle Rock would take me much longer than it ended up taking, so I've been in a rush this whole time because of that. Light all those torches, and since we are in a temple, I think you know what's inside that chest. I haven't shown off the fairy fountain with the split up stray fairies, but yes, we have more stray fairies to collect, and these ones are purple. Now, into the dungeon proper. Whoa, that's a huge water wheel. Yep, what do you want me to do about it? Let me switch off of those so I'm not using... Actually, it doesn't matter if I use fire arrows or not. It's just, you know, the regular arrows are nicer to shoot just because they don't have that freaking annoying cooldown. All right, we probably want Zora form for this. I think what we want to do here is, let me take a quick look around the room. Climb onto this machine here. See, this place is very industrial. We got a lot of water pipes and valves and shit to deal with, so yeah. I really like this temple for that reason alone, for atmosphere alone. Okay, so we have this. We can see a similar looking thing like it that's spouting water. If we go down underwater and we push this giant switch, or perhaps rather giant valve would be more accurate. I like how it's shaped like a fish. That's so cool. We can open up the valve and allow water through there, creating a little platform for us to stand on. Yes, that will act as a platform. I know, I'm surprised too. Okay, stray fairy here, let's get it. Actually, I think I want to go up to the right first if I want to collect all stray fairies. So let's get out of the water. Wait for this moving platform to come down. Jump onto it. Unfortunately, it does go a ways under the water. The point you can't stand on it while it's under the water, which I personally find really annoying. Let me just do this real quick. Oh no, he's closer than I thought he was. Okay, we can not only get those rupees, we can also shoot this guy to death. Oh my god, yeah, okay, it's like I thought, he had a stray fairy. Let's put on the Great Fairy's mask, not the Gray Fairy's mask. They are certainly not the color gray. Would be interesting if they were. What if there was the one fairy that was like monochrome, complete monochrome, black and white, and it's like, they're like that because they were drained of all their energy or something. Something weirdly dark like that. Okay, I don't know if the remaining Skulltulas also have stray fairies. That's what I'll find out as I jump up here. Shoot them with the bow. You're probably wondering what the other valve on the other yellow thing down there does. We don't need to turn that. If we were to turn that, it would actually turn off the water coming out of this spout, which would turn off the water wheel, which would stop the platforms in this room from moving, which would prevent us from climbing out of here. So yes, we need the water active. It would also probably stop the water coming out of this thing. Any other Skulltulas in here? Nope, that seems to be it. We got a red valve over there we can maybe turn on, but no water actually flowing to it from this room. Anyway, speaking of this room, I get it. That huge water wheel is powering this thing. Powering this mechanism that is stirring the water underneath us, creating a large whirlpool. And that whirlpool is used to access other parts of the dungeon. It's also creating moving platforms for us. This dungeon is not very well liked in the Zelda community just because, I mean, it's a water level and nobody likes water levels for some reason, even though not every water level is bad, guys. And I think this one is one of the water levels that really isn't that bad, guys. I understand not liking the Water Temple and Ocarina of Time, but I personally think this one is really cool, even if it can be kind of confusing on where you're supposed to go. I do remember my first time through this dungeon, I spent an entire 3-day cycle with slowed down time figuring out what the dungeon was about and where I was supposed to go. So yeah, I can definitely understand this taking someone forever. Before we go into any of these doors off to the side, I want to hit the bottom of the room and then get towards the center by fighting the current with proper movement, and then you want to open this thing. It's honestly kind of hard to hit this, but it's fine. Oh my god, and of course, if you spam B like I do, you'll just be locked in a huge long animation. Come on, hit the tampon already! There we go, it's got another stray fairy in it. Yeah, there's a reason I was going for it. Then, what would happen if I took off the Zora mask while underwater? As you could imagine, Link cannot breathe underwater forever. Hylian Link cannot breathe underwater forever. After a while, a timer will appear, giving us a whole 1 minute and 12 seconds of airtime down here. That's impressive, man. The timer that you are given for drowning underwater and in Ocarina of Time also being in excessive heat rooms is determined based on your health bar. It's based on how much health you have at the time. I want to say for every point of health, for every quarter of a heart you get, you get about 4 seconds of time. I'll do the math in editing and see if that lines up. Right now I'm focused on playing the game, so I can't exactly do math. Got a bunch of skullfish in here, they're kind of annoying. We also have a new enemy over there, I'll show those off in a bit. For now, just kill you, because no reason not to, I've got unlimited magic. Get to the top, it's about to hit the final day, okay. I have at least made a decent headway in this dungeon. So I can see I'm gonna need the hook shot for this to get to that chest. Take that off. Hook shot over, it's a golden chest, so we know it's gonna have a small key inside of it. Or not, okay, no, it's a large chest. This is gonna have the dungeon map. That'll be useful. The dungeon map at this place is absolutely worth getting. This place is confusing. Dungeon map, areas that are blue, yep. Areas are indeed blue. Let's take a look at it. First thing, unlike before. Okay, we've got first floor, B1 and B2. Damn, okay. This map makes the place look all connected, but honestly, it really isn't that connected, and you're about to see why. There are 2 of those doors out in that main area, the big whirlpool out there, that we straight up could not go into. Is there a stray fairy in one of those pots? I'm gonna check with range. Of course there is. I mean, I shouldn't say of course there is. There's only been one other stray fairy we've seen that was hidden inside one. You're serious? Zora Link, can you reach? Can you reach the ledge? No? Really? Oh my god, okay. I don't know what the game wants me to do there. I guess just put on the Great Fairy's mask. I suppose I could do that. I suppose that's a possibility for me to switch out that mask. Let me watch the stray fairy come over here. No way for us to get up there nor up there right now, so the only way down is to go back underwater. Let's do exactly that. And then let's introduce a new enemy, or perhaps a new hazard, depending on how you look at them. These guys, I want to say these are like Dexy hands. Okay, I was about to say, like, are they Deku hands? But no, they're Dexy hands. It's somewhat close. What you want to do is back up and take them out with your boomerang. And I took them both out with one boomerang shot. That was quite impressive, honestly. If you try to pass by them, they'll grab you, swing you around, and then release you, dealing a little bit of damage. Also, while you're underwater, the ding-dong sound effect is much more distorted, as you've been hearing. Yeah, it's kind of creepy sounding, honestly. Here's another new enemy. This is a Bio-Dekubaba. Just calm down and aim carefully. And don't blame me if one hit doesn't get rid of it. Jeez, okay, Tattle. These are Dekubabas on the bottoms of lily pads. You want to, again, 3 boomerangs at them as best you can. Then they drop down on the ground and run around with little eyes and everything. They're kind of adorable, but also kind of terrifying at exactly the same time. And because they're underwater enemies, I don't really like them that much. Okay. Take them out as soon as we can. Come this way. Kind of charge at you, and you want to use the times when they're rearing back after their charge to hit them. Or you can just, you know, tank it and hit them anyway because it's fine and you have enough health to do it. Hopefully. Unless you're like me and you skipped all the pieces of heart and only collected the heart containers from dungeons, and then you'd only have 5 hearts in this temple. That's how I played on my first playthrough. I was able to do it in the end. You drop Deku nuts. Pfft, like I need that. Come on. Okay, get on the lily pad. Earthquakes are starting. Oh boy. Oh, there's another one? Are you kidding me, dude? At least, hopefully I'll be able to take this guy out with a bow. Alright, so plants are weak to fire, right? A fire arrow should freaking instant kill this thing. Go. Go, my scarab. It didn't insta-kill. Oh my god, come on. Alright, hopefully a normal arrow should do the trick. Smart luck, because always handy. Nope. There we go. That should be it. Yep. Then, after killing all of them... Yes, I was gonna say, it's gotta spawn in eventually. Another stray fairy chest for us. Let's get our hook shot out. Get right over. That's the wrong angle. Oh my god, I'm going to regret all these little things. Stop, don't jump off the lily pad. Oh my god, alright. I mean, as long as I finish this temple before the very end of the entire 3-day cycle, it will be okay. It's just there are a couple of things I do want to show off, and I might have to, like, off-camera leave the dungeon real quick to record it, and then cut back to when I'm back inside the dungeon and have a weird little cut and have to go like, hey guys, I went to go do something, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's my main plan for what to do. I don't really want to show me leaving the dungeon while we're still going through it, just because it's a bit of a pace breaker. Another Dexy hand down here. Take care of him like that. Got 2 of you guys. I don't think... Oh, no, you are kind of required to kill them because I got a small key down here. That's a small key chest, at least. Because if you stand on the lily pads that they're underneath, as you could imagine, they will attack you. Okay, they will bite you from down below. Can you just freaking piss off and die? My goodness, no. Get around the chest, Link! Oh my god. I hate it when I go for an attack and then it gets interrupted because I get too close to them. Because the attacks propel you forwards a little bit. Oh my god. It's like I said, everything about underwater combat just tends to frustrate me in this game, so you might be hearing me groan about it a lot throughout this dungeon. That's probably the worst thing about this dungeon to me. Otherwise, I'm fine with it. It's a cool dungeon. Okay, that's that down here. I probably don't need to break pots, honestly, unless I'm, like, low on health. Down there, we have, I want to say, a Dexy hand, so I'm going to throw my boomerangs at him. It hits, and then down in there. Actually, I don't think I can hit the Dexy hands with both, but that's not what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for that pot. We'll also have to break the pots if they have a stray fairy in them, like this one does. So, put on the mask, get you out of there. Then, I think, while you're flying over, may as well take you out from a distance, so you'll be of no concern. Then, let me get rid of this freaking battle music. I actually really like the music in this place, and I want to let it play out more. Don't propel yourself forwards. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. If I got into that current, I think I would be fine. It's just that it risks ejecting you back into the main central area. I like to say eject a lot this episode. I'm not really sure why. It's just a word I kind of discovered that I love saying. There's Zora Link's chest opening animation. We got the compass. That chest was not gotten from a mid-boss. There we go. We can see that there is another chest over there. Oh yeah, it's actually the boss key chest, so we're gonna have to come back here with the dungeon item in order to get that, since that's how the previous 2 dungeons have worked. Alright, now I'm prepared to jump into the current. Let's go! This'll flush us back out into the central area, and then we can go right into this tunnel. Sure, that's fine. It's where the current went to. You! I shall get my revenge on you today after what you did to me last time, even if it takes me years to kill you. I sure hope it doesn't, but you know, it might. I killed that one. What the fuck? I just killed those 2 on complete accident. I did not intend that at all. All right, come on. Can you stay open for 2 seconds, you fucker? Oh my god. Man, these things are the ultimate test of my patience. Okay, come on. Okay, we have you back. Send the boomerangs. There we go. Fuck's sake. How hard is it to kill a fucking clam? All right, enough frustration. I've had enough frustration in this dungeon. Let's get back to having a fun time because this dungeon is good. It's just the underwater combat that sucks. All right. Climb out here, surface. I'm not sure why Zora Link needs to take a breath. Zoras can breathe underwater, can't they? I don't know, just something I've never gotten. And I got another one of you. Can you just get out of here? The real Bombchu inside of Great Bay Temple do not have quite the attentive range that the real Bombchus in Termina Field do. Okay, we need a small key for that, which makes sense because I have a small key right now, so let's go right on inside. I'm switching back to Hylian form just in case Yep, I was right. I knew what this place was. Hey, here's a kind of new enemy. This is a yellow choo-choo. Always has arrows inside. I'll gladly grab... Oh, God. Sorry. Gladly grab those. We have both magic and arrows in these pots. Well, okay. We had a bunch of recovery hearts in those pots that are not needed because I was not missing any out. Oh, we also have bombs. That makes sense. But yes, they're trying to refill you on your arrows and your magic here for a particular reason. I'll take another round of arrows. Thank you. And that should be enough. Since we're getting both arrows and magic, I figured, yeah, you know, let's just throw this on and then maybe just in case, or actually, I can equip these to the Zora Link mask because I don't think we're going to need Zora Link for this. All right, let's go inside, and I'm very sorry for ignoring that rupee. Locked in. Who's there? Show yourself. Yeah, hello? Anyone here? I don't know why, but I do get the feeling like something's here, watching me. The boss with the creepiest intro. I'm afraid I don't know what this guy is called, but we'll find out eventually. The bubbles on the outside, yeah, cannot be targeted by tattle. Alright, what you want to do is you want to throw some kind of explosive at it, or you just want to go in, spin attack, spin attack, spin attack, spin attack, to kill all of these defending bubbles. I'm not doing a good job of spin attacking. In fact, I didn't unleash a successful spin attack any of those times that I said, spin attack, spin attack. Alright, do deck nuts work? Oh, they work excellently, actually. Wow, okay, maybe it was a good idea to stock up on that. As you can see, this guy does hurt me quite a bit. In fact, I'm losing health quite rapidly, but that's just because I'm choosing to stand in the damage zone. Alright, let's try you. If you can execute spin attacks well enough, it is the best choice for taking these things out. Otherwise, I mean, it's kind of hard, kind of annoying. Let me try just doing this multiple times and then going for a Zai there. Okay, get you with fire arrows. Oh my god, okay. One of the bubbles knocked me out of that. What you want to do is, you want to just cut the bubbles away from his eye so you can hit his eye. That is your ultimate goal. The fire arrows really aren't doing anything, so I'm going to switch on normal arrows so I can start, actually making progress at this guy. Okay, here we go. Really? That hit a bubble instead? Are you sure, game? I might actually die to this guy. Jeez. He's rough. Let me break you. Dude, rupees are not what I need right now, game. Game, would you like to take a look at my health bar? Can you guess what I kind of need right now? Okay, there we go. I got a big refill from there. He's got a lot of vulnerable spots. Hit him in the eye. Hit him in the eye. Have the game ignore your request every single freaking time. And the bubble's attacking. Oh my god, nope. Alright. Gonna get those all away from your eye. Oh, I actually hit him with that. That hurts him. Wow, okay. Open your eye again, please, sir. Thank you. Okay. You want to get to this point. Once he's in this phase, he unleashes all the bubbles, and then you just have to kill them one by one. If you stay in the corner like where I am right now, he will never hit you as he rams himself around the room. I'm also hitting him with the spin attacks at the same time. This is kind of a chaotic battle, but I kind of like it in that way. Okay. Dude, we get it. God, I feel so bad for Link right now, like slowly having the life beaten out of him by these fucking bubbles. Get out of here. There we go. Okay, now we can just focus on this guy. That is terrifying. What's your name, sir? It's a wart. Okay, yeah. You don't want warts on your toes to look like this, do you? All right, let me... Whenever he has his eye open, aim carefully. Strike. Never mind. Do not. Okay. There we go. Oh! I almost hit it. Now... Oh, for some reason, that's no longer within Z target range. Okay, got it. No, really? Oh, hit his eye. There we go. That takes him out. At the cost of my entire health bar. But it's okay. At least I didn't use the fairy. And I could probably just heal up outside anyway, so no, I'm not going to use the fairy to heal. Let's get the item. You got the ice arrow. Set a C to power up your arrows. Now you can freeze enemies and objects and liquids. Try it everywhere. I don't know why it says it like that. All right, get out Zora Link again. If Zora Link is actually really good for that fight, I'd certainly like to know. I think you probably can beat him as Zora Link. It's just, there are a lot of ways to defeat all the bosses in this game. It's pretty cool, honestly. All right, oh my god, I'm going to need these freaking hearts. Yes, fill me up with life. Fill me. Sorry, I don't want to make this sound too creepy. All right, I'm done with y'all. Right, now that we have ice arrows, we should be able to do something in this very room. It could be you. It could be me. It could even be John Cena. I don't know where I'm going with that. We got Octoroks over here, and what the intention is for you to do is that was a weird way to say that. If you could somehow step on top of that Octorok, I bet you'd be able to climb onto that central pillar. But the Octorok is so squishy and it keeps squirming around. There's gotta be something you can do. I know, I can kill it. So eventually its corpse will experience rigor mortis and make the perfect step ladder. Or you can shoot it with ice arrows. That does the trick all the same. It's the predecessor to Cryonis. Is precursor actually correct? Because if it is, then I feel kind of bad for like, changing my words last minute and frazzling my speech and sounding all weird there as a result. Pull this switch and it opens the valve to let the water through the red pipe, and now we should be able to do more stuff with this in earlier areas of the dungeon. How many stray fairies do I have so far? I've got 8. Okay, that's a pretty good count. I'm pretty sure that is all you really need at this point in the dungeon, or that is the number of stray fairies you can have at this point in the dungeon. So, let me head back out. No, okay, couldn't check those. Where shall this take me? Yes, this shall eject me down here. Once again, I love saying eject for some reason. I'm not really sure why, honestly. Okay, slowly getting back up. We're actually making fast progress through this thing. Okay, actually, before I go back to the start, which is where you're supposed to go next, I would like to show you a little trick. Oh wow, you don't actually need to use the boomerangs on the Dexy hands at all. If only I knew that. Okay, I'll take it. That wasn't the smoothest landing in the world, but it certainly works. Okay, now that we have the... Just real quick. Okay, now that we have the ice arrows, you could climb up this platform at any time and then go that direction and unfreeze that and find your way over to the boss key from there. Or you could perhaps shoot the water, jump on this ice, freeze more water closer to this little opening here, turn into Zora form, and jump against it. And you can pull yourself into the chamber containing the boss key without having to fight the second mid-boss of the temple. That's pretty cool. You know, I guess I may as well fight the mid-boss while I'm here, since I did take all the time to come back. It's not like I need to fight him anymore since I have the boss key now, but I still at least want to do it, so I can show off what it is, because it's actually a pretty fun boss from what I remember. It's just, you know, usually I'd be like a stickler for pacing out encounters with mid-bosses like that, but since Woodfall Temple had 2 mid-bosses in a row, I think it's okay if Great Bay Temple also has 2 mid-bosses in a row. And by mid-bosses, I mean, you know, bosses in the middle of the dungeon, not, this boss kind of sucks, it's kind of mid. Because honestly, I really like the mini-bosses in this game. They might be some of my favorite fights in Majora's Mask. I might even like them more than the bosses overall. To melt you, I mean, the first ones aren't that interesting, but they certainly get more interesting as the game goes. Okay, let's get arrows, because I'm gonna need those. What's unfreezing? Oh yeah, the ice platform I created. Now inside this room... What a flashback! It's another gecko! It gets itself all worked up and then it just runs around. I hate it. This gecko summons all these giant bubbles from the ceiling, and I think what you want to do is chase after it, I guess. Here, I think there's a good item for this. That is the bunny hood, so I shall equip that and run after you. Hey-ya! There we go. Hit you with a sword. And then you jump up to the ceiling into a bubble. Then what we want to do is actually we want to equip the ice arrows, not the fire arrows. Then you can see that shadow on the ground. That is the bubble. That is the gecko inside the bubble. He'll drop down on the ground and stretch himself out with a huge range. If you get caught in that, you get caught inside the bubble, and then he'll punch you to death. But if you can survive it, you shoot an ice arrow at it, it falls on the ground, shatters, and he's vulnerable again. Chase after him, and oh my god, hit him before he goes back in. I don't know if he actually will go back in over time, but I don't want to chance it. There we go. This gecko actually lets you hit him like that. Alright, let's go again. I think you do have to let him drop the bubble towards you in order to Z-target it properly so you can hit it easier. You might be able to go into first-person mode and hit it right away. I could be wrong about that, though. Let me do that. This is just the easiest way to do this fight. Alright, let me try it this time. Oh my god, you can! Okay, yeah. No need to do that. Just look up and hit it. You're done! And, just like the other gecko, he turns into a normal frog afterwards. This is the final member of the Frog Choir. So you have to progress all the way to partway through Great Bay Temple in order to fully complete that side quest. Unfortunately, since we're in a 3-day cycle where I haven't even cleared Snowhead yet, and Snowhead is still covered in snow, I will not be bringing you back to the Frog Choir in this cycle. That'll be for another time. Probably next cycle. Anyway, that's that. You have to go out the other door, and this is where you would normally receive the boss key, but, you know, I already got it, because I'm just a sleuth like that. You know, rather than backtracking all the way to the starting room, which is where we're supposed to go next, I may as well show something off that I've yet to show. If you play the Song of Soaring, inside of a dungeon. It will take you to the dungeon's entrance rather than allow you to teleport to any of the statues in the worlds. I definitely recommend knowing you can do this for this dungeon, as it is definitely helpful. Alrighty, with that switch flipped... Did you notice the cut there? Yeah, I bet you can't guess what I just did off camera. Okay, right. There's a little point of confusion here in the dungeon. Maybe it would have been faster to just go back out into the central room, because I think that's where we need to go next. Avoid these two Skulltulas. Have to wait for this water platform to go down, otherwise you'll probably just mistime it. Believe me, my impatient self really, really wanted to jump to that water platform as soon as possible, but I just don't recommend it. It's not worth doing. Okay, this area. Now, I think where we want to go next is across the way. So jump on this, ride the platform over. And now, as you can see, there's a flowing water here that is preventing us from accessing the ladder. I bet you can't guess what we're supposed to do with this. Got it, that's fire. We have to evaporate the water into water vapor. Correct. No, we have to freeze it. Shoot up at the top. And all the water goes away. I kind of like that. I don't think Ocarina of Time had any puzzles involved with freezing water, and that's because ice arrows couldn't freeze water in that game. They were just meant for combat. That's because they were a secret item that you had to get at the end of an optional side quest mini-dungeon thing. Oh my god, alright, yeah. Ice arrows can also freeze enemies, as I'm sure you could probably gather. Okay, we got a big guy down there. Do I need to go down there at all for anything? I don't think so, honestly, so I'm just going to pull out my hookshot and continue through this room. The amount of times you start needing to open up the inventory to swap items out in dungeons like this can be kind of annoying, especially in the N64 version, but, it's doable, it's okay. I accept it, it's just a part of their limitations of controls. Actually, honestly, I don't really agree with that, thinking about it now. Okay, you can turn on the green thing in here. I don't know what use that has. I guess I can get started with it, though. Yeah, that certainly seems like something I should be doing right now. I'm being chased by those guys. Okay, I want to shoot my way over to this platform. I think we can climb up with a properly positioned jump. Nope. These ice platforms do disappear over time. Get back on then, Link. Okay, there we go. Shoot another one. This brings me to yet another kind of pointless 3DS version change. That is the fact, for whatever reason, you cannot freeze any of the water in any room. You can't just shoot at any body of water and freeze it. Instead, there's a bunch of sparkly points placed within the water, and you have to shoot those to freeze them instead. So basically, they limit the areas where you can freeze the water to a few specific points, and these points are telegraphed by the sparkly water. Again, just like with the Zora swimming, I don't get this change. Like, why? Why limit the players on that? I guess because the original version doesn't hint at all to the fact that you can freeze water, so they wanted to add some kind of indication that, hey, this water's special. Maybe try using the dungeons item on it? Still, though, it is a very unnecessary change. Okay, what you want to do here is find this hookshot area. I'm gonna freeze the water over here. No, shoot it, freeze the water, freeze it. Oh my god. Okay, if the water unfreezes while you're under it, then you fall into the water and can't escape until you freaking have to get back to land again, and it's so annoying. There we go. This should bring me to this upper area, which has a chest in the middle containing a stray fairy. All the other hookshot targets have 20 rupees at the end of them, but personally, I don't care. I'm just here for the fairy. I hope that's everything in here. I think that's the only stray fairy. I think I remember searching this room and there was nothing here. I'm gonna take a quick look around the place. I'm gonna kill all you guys because I feel like it. Yeah, get destroyed. Thank you. All right. I don't think there's a stray fairy in those barrels. I think those are just used as hookshot targets. So yeah, let's just get out of here. Truth be told, that was not actually what I needed to do, but I have at least activated the green pipe for later. What you need to do, I think, is backtrack. Okay, you want to go... Where's the red pipe flowing to? It's flowing to here. Wow, I literally passed through here to go back to the boss door. If only I knew that this is what I was supposed to do. God, I can be such an idiot sometimes. All right. Pull you off, do that, and now as you can see, we should be able to get to that door now that we have the ice arrows. Trying to jump really far as I possibly can. It wasn't very far, though. Can you climb out of the water already? Thank you. I don't mean to be so impatient. I'm just like, you know, sometimes it just hits like that, you know? When the controls aren't doing what I want them to do, I quickly get impatient with them. That's just how I work. Here's another semi-new enemy. I said here, very high-pitched. Blue Choo-Choo doesn't have anything inside of it, so it's a blob of water. This is the only one of its kind in the game, and that's because it's used for a particular purpose. Lure it over here and freeze it. Because it's a blob of water, it naturally turns into a block of ice you can climb up. That's pretty clever, honestly, but it is also a very, very difficult puzzle to figure out if you're like me. Why were you targeting this, Tattle? Hey, how do you get up there? I don't see anything to... Okay, there's really nothing else here besides that jiggly blob. Honestly, with those 2 hints, I can't believe I didn't figure it out as a kid, but I guess I just never thought about... But no, wait, you freeze Octoroks in one of the other rooms, so freezing enemies is something you've been established as being able to do. I don't know. Anyway, we can continue the flow of the pipe, of the red pipe, and now we should be able to fast travel back to the beginning whenever we want to. Let's do that. Am I right? Indeed. We can see the water's flowing into this room now, and that's how you know you've done everything right. You still do need to climb up this direction at first, but don't worry. Things will become much clearer as we go. All right, right up the platform. Up to it. Wait for you to go down, jump on top, ride you up, go across here, then we... Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I don't know how Link is able to jump off of water like that, but I'm certainly glad he can. Okay, now where you want to go is... Okay, yes, there is a platform of water over there, as I thought. Get up the hookshot once again, because there is a hookshot panel on the ceiling right over that area, right over the water spout. Itsy Bitsy Spider climbs up the water spout. I don't remember how that rhyme goes. I just remember seeing it in Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, and that's the last time I ever heard of that rhyme, which is very weird, but that's just the truth. All right. This should allow the water to flow into the other spigot, which will cause the effects of the yellow spigot to cancel out on this water wheel, stopping it. With the water wheel stopped, the platforms aren't moving, so we can't climb back up to the top. And there are no hookshot panels to get us up there. But what we can do is shut off the yellow valve. The water noises in this dungeon are so cool, man. Again, the sound design in this game is top freaking notch. I love it. Then, the red spigot pushes the water wheel the other direction. And now, this changes things. First of all, I'm pretty sure these 2 moving platforms are technically moving the opposite way now, even though you can't really tell, but they are. Honestly, I don't think we need Zora Link for this. I just want to make sure. Oh my god. Sometimes, I've had times where, like, I jump a little too far, I jump past the platform as I'm trying to hitch a ride, and then I end up trying to correct it, but the game just doesn't move me, and the platform moves up away from me before I have a chance to move backwards. The controls in this game can be really annoying sometimes. I guess, yeah, in that way, I do kind of agree that the controls involving water areas are really annoying, and that's probably why most people don't like this place. And they definitely address it in the 3DS version. Anyway, as you can see, the water is now flowing the other way in this room. The whirlpool is going the other direction, meaning we can access the other tunnels. Basically, whichever direction the whirlpool is flowing in, you want to follow the arrows on those signs there in order to get where you need to go. So now we can go down here, which we couldn't do before, you know, English. I think also, if you haven't already, you do need to go activate the green pipe, so it was good of me to go do that very early. Or rather, not very early, earlier. Okay, what's in this new room? Oh yeah, I think a weird property with this room is a couple skullfish make their way inside, and these skullfish continuously respawn, so no thanks. I'll just climb out of the water. Don't mind me. Hit you open, never mind. Don't hit you open. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not seeing what's inside those barrels. So we're going up this way. This is much more important. Okay, now what we wanted to... Or, well, actually, we don't need to do anything just yet. If we stay moving along this platform, go against the flow, go against the current, even though there's no flow or current technically here. It's just a treadmill. And those don't really have flow or current. Hey, you see that torch down there? That looks a little weird, doesn't it? Okay, then I think what you're intended to do is freeze that water coming out of the ceiling there so you can stop the water wheel and stop these platforms. However, I did just point out the conspicuous torch down there, and so I should probably show off what it has. Yep, you can see that chest next to it? That's a stray fairy chest. You might be able to hook onto the, yeah, you can probably hook onto the chest as well. Fortunately, there is auto-aim with the hook shot on a moving platform. Unfortunately, I'm still not very good at using it, but maybe that'll, no. Come on, guys. I need to make it somewhere in time. There we freaking go. Okay, now I have to go all the way back through this room. Isn't that fun? I am not a terribly huge fan of these stray fairies that make you stop your progress in the current puzzle and make you climb all the way back up through the room again just to obtain them. It is kind of annoying for sure. Oh god, the platforms don't move together. That's very strange. I don't... Really? That worked last time. Why did it not work this time? Okay. Yep. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Hop across. It's about to hit evening. I'm gonna have to do one of the other temporarily exit the dungeon off camera and show what I'm showing later. Things. You know, that statement is trademarked. No one else is allowed to use that. All right, freeze the water there, and this platform will stop in exactly the right position. In the Japanese release of Majora's Mask N64, it would not stop in exactly the right position, and you would have to time it properly. But they decided to add that in as a little convenience in the North American release, which I definitely like. You can climb on the fin here to get yet another stray fairy up. Aim the hook shot. There we go. Thankfully, the little space above the chest is enough. 11th one. We're getting very close. All right. Jump back up, sure, however you prefer to grab Ledge's Link. Roll across. What's in here? Ah, yes, this area. This room's got a bunch of seesaws, or levers, whatever you prefer to, however you prefer to call them. There we go, that's proper English. I don't need to kill you, so why did I even freaking bother? Look up at the ceiling. I do believe there is an iceberg for us to unfreeze. Another small convenience added in the 3DS version is that you can have more than one type of arrow equipped to your item slots at any time, instead of just only being able to have one arrow type equipped at a time in this version. I definitely prefer that. It's like I say, the 3DS version is far from a bad version of the game. There are so many changes it makes that are genuinely great little quality of life improvements. It's just, yeah, they make a few too many changes in other places that did not need changes whatsoever. For fuck's sake. Do not... Yeah, that's what you get. Bye. Alright. That's exactly what I needed to cheer me up after a minor frustration. Oh, it's about to hit evening and I need to be somewhere. Let's wrap up this puzzle quick. Or I might just, you know, cut and then make my way back here during the cut and then not show it because, you know. Alright, we want to unfreeze that again, or rather freeze it again, not unfreeze it. Here I am mixing them up again. I used to say freezing for unfreezing, and now I'm saying unfreezing for freezing. I cannot tell the difference between those two words, apparently. Okay, get you out. Come on. Unfreeze this, that should get us higher. Higher on weed. I don't know, that I shouldn't make that joke about freaking Link, the 12-year-old in this game. Alright, unfreeze you. Saying that out loud has reminded me of that one post that was like, I think it was on Reddit somewhere. It's like, we rushed our baby to the hospital, but our toddler to the hospital because he wasn't responding. And then the doctor said, he seems to be fine. And we had to admit that the baby, or the toddler, I think, had consumed a whole thing of weed gummies and was just really high. And I'm like, why didn't you say that in the first place? You could have saved your doctor some time. I know you didn't necessarily want to admit it, but it was an accident. Accidents happen. Of fucking course, you had to get behind me like that. When they're on those pipes, they're just so freaking annoying. I hate real bomb shoes. Anyway, there's a lot of annoying enemies in this game, aren't there? I still hear that choo-choo. He's like jumping around down there like, hey, wait, what's this about? Let me out of here. That's so funny, man. Or that's just one from down there seeing me. Alright, that's all the stray fairies in this room. Only 2 left to go. Yeah, that's you seeing me. Get out of here. You don't deserve to have nice things. Okay, I think I want to unfreeze you next. Okay. Jump on the platform. I think that's it for this room, right? Let me just take a little look. Yeah, we turned the valve up there to let the green water flow through. I wouldn't drink that water if I were you. Okay, now we're in this. Since we have reversed the current out in the main whirlpool area, Yeah, the place we're pulled to is different now that we're on this visit of the room. I really liked this idea for this dungeon. The fact that you're like, I think were you pushed out of this before? Or, are we allowed to go through? Okay, yeah, we're allowed to go through without really any resistance. That's pretty cool, or without being, like, forced down it in that tunnel. I think now is a perfect time to head back to the other room so you can get the boss key. I think that's where this leads, am I wrong? Sorry for my absolutely broken English there. I don't know what the fuck I even just said. I said a bunch of nonsense is what I said. Alright, yeah, this will just take you calmly and carefully back to the area where you can get the boss key now. And now, I think if we were to head back out in here, yeah, I can see the current is going the other way. I love this idea for a dungeon. I think this was executed super, super well. You can change the current, and that changes what rooms you can access. That changes the flow of other tunnels around the entire temple, and also changes how effective the camera is. Ah, I'm back in here. Well, I don't want to be back in here, so I'm gonna leave now. Let's go back to the start. Okay, the final night is upon us. Let's get to it. I think we have the whirlpool spinning in the exact way we want to, so we just gotta get back in that central chamber and do the thing, do the stuff, go into the remaining tunnel. That's all we really have to do, I'm pretty sure. How many stray fairies do I have? 13. I hope I'm not missing one. I might be missing one. And if that's the case, if I am missing one, I'm very sorry about that. Up, down, sink. Alright. This area down here is where we have to go last. Let me just ride along the bottom. I think it is easier to enter when you're on the bottom. There we are. Now what's in here? Ah, yes, I remember this. I hope there are 2 stray fairies in here. Please let there be 2 stray fairies in here. This might actually be the end of the whole thing. I think it is, actually. Now that I'm seeing this, I think this tunnel with the stray fairy in it just takes you back out to the whirlpool. Not what you want. So let's put that on. Then, before we go back to land and switch the mask on, there is actually a second one underneath there. So, what do you say we climb up this pipe and then shoot it from a distance? And that way, we can collect 2 stray fairies with 1 great fairy mask. That's the best I had for reinterpreting that statement, that phrase, I mean. I guess the statement does work, but you know. And the freaking structure of these pipes makes it a little wonky to walk on sometimes. I guess you could say, walkie. No, yeah, that wasn't very good. Pull this open the valve, and this is the final thing we need to finish the dungeon. Alrighty, jump across. All stray fairies are collected. Dungeon items in our possession. So is the boss key. Nothing left to do but get inside. I might want to switch out my item real quick. Let me decide. Yeah, hookshot's probably best. Let's do this. There's a hole here. Will you jump down? Not like we have a choice. And miraculously survived! There's always a bigger fish. Gyorg is weird. Let me see what Tattle has to say. Go near now, you'll be eaten. Aim at it from afar to weaken it. Okay, so Z target, use a bow. That will stun it. Then you can enter Zora form, go down there, activate your shield to hit it. This is the only way I really know of to attack it. If you're in the water too long with it though, it will actually like eat you and deal a lot of damage that way. So I want to climb out as soon as ASAP. Okay, hit me there. I think it can also kind of jump over you while you're on the surface. I don't really know how this boss works in all honesty. I just kind of do stuff and then it eventually dies. Yeah? What of it? Oh shit. Okay. That was kind of creepy, honestly. But the sound it made. I do like this how this boss is kind of creepy though. I like creepy stuff in games, especially creepy ocean stuff. Alright, there we go. I think that's the only hit I can land on. Or, never mind, I just landed in a... No, just go back. Oh god, the Zora swimming controls. They're really fun out in open spaces, but when you're trying to fight something with it, they're not that great. After a couple of hits, it summons in a bunch of small fish. I think if I'm right, you could just electricity these guys to death. Yeah, with unlimited magic, this should not be that hard. Oh god, Gyorg ate me. Okay, that deals 2 hearts of damage, right? Oof, yeah, it does. Okay, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. Go. You'll just refill me on arrows. That is fine. I do have a fairy, so if I do run out of hearts, I should be fine. Okay, with the school of fish, we're gonna have to watch out for as we go. Hit him again. He's been hit. You might be able to just keep shooting him from the surface, but I personally like to attack him with the Zora energy beam. Or actually, I don't think I've ever tried shooting him again at the surface. Why am I... No, I don't want to be going this direction. No, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, God. The reason why this boss is so hard for me is the freaking controls. All right, let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. Get out. Okay. We got 2 hits to survive against it. That's fine. Got 2 bites, I mean. Okay, here we go. Can I shoot you? There. Okay, no. Arrows seem to miss miraculously, so I'm just gonna assume they don't work and go in for the energy beam. Hey-oh! And that's the fight. Yeah, strangely not that hard when you really get to know it. You can just shoot it from the surface, go electrocute him, rinse, repeat, probably get chomped a couple of times because in a hassle with the controls to try and get back to land, and that's really it. In the latter half of the game, the bosses do kind of take a dip in quality. I will fully admit that. I at least like how creepy Gyorg is. I like the idea of fighting this guy underwater. I like the idea of fighting a giant fish. Otherwise, though, it's an okay boss fight. It's just not a particularly good one. Put a pin in that for when we talk about the 3DS version. Also, I really like how that earthquake was timing itself to the boss defeat music. It was acting as, like, the bass track to it. It's actually kind of cool. I shall take my 10th heart container. Technically my 3rd, because the rest of them were made up by pieces of heart, but you know what I mean. That completes an entire row of hearts. The maximum number of heart containers in this game is 20. We have completed half of a total possible health bar. Like I said before, I may not end up going for all 20 heart containers, but I'll have to decide more on this later. For now, let's get our remains. Hey, listen, we want you to lend us your power. If you just leave things as they are, something terrible will happen to this world. Surely, you're the only ones who can stop it. That's what Tail was trying to tell us. Help our friend. I get it. We have to help the last one. Then promise us this. You'll cooperate with us.
Hello and welcome back to the realm of 3DS. It is time to fight the new and improved Gyorg. This time, I think he really is improved. This is one of the most changed bosses in the game, and even though you could make a strong argument that the overhaul wasn't strictly necessary, I'll talk more about that later, I do think this boss is much better in this version. Let's get right in. Well, that was a much shorter intro. So you'll see right away, there's differences to his design. His face looks armored. That isn't just aesthetic, that's for gameplay. His face is armored and you can't just hit his body now and expect to win that way. Just like with all the other bosses, you have to find a way to stun them and hit his eye weak point. So I think we can shoot his body for that, can't shoot his head. That's right, okay, I think you are meant to start aiming here. 1 second. I'm gonna change the controls around real quick. First person camera, yeah, there we go. Oh shit, hello. How you doing? I'm gonna shoot you in the back. So I think, yeah, here you wanna... He's gonna surface on occasion and you wanna shoot him in his back. Oh, what the fuck? What is happening? No, that's not the right camera control at all. Invert, no, don't invert either of them. There, thanks. Okay. Shoot you. Shoot. Now I'm not used to it. Wow. This is going well, isn't it, guys? This is gonna be a long battle, isn't it? Alright. God, now I'm not freaking... I thought uninverting would make it easier, and it hasn't. Okay, I re-inverted it again. Let's go. Okay, there we go, yeah. You just have to hit him a bunch of times, and here's his eye, ripe for the shooting. Ice arrows might do more damage, but I like the more rapid shots of regular arrows, so I'm gonna use those instead. I'm gonna get those back. I've got full magic bar, which you can't see because it's on the bottom screen, and I'm just not showing the bottom screen because I don't think it's really needed. This is not where the true challenge really oh, right, he goes after you like that. Oh, man. It's been a hot minute since I fought this version of Gyorg, so I'm having to remember all this on the fly. Hiyo? This is more like it. There we go. Like, I swear I'm good at this version, guys. I'm actually, like... I was just playing a bit ago, and I was feeling the controls again, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so much more fluid than the N64 version. Why do people hate this version again? They hate it because of the many changes that were unwarranted. I get it, but, like, the controls are so much better in this version. You cannot argue against me on that. Aside from Zora swimming, but that's more of an issue with movement speed. Right, okay. He snarls like that. He makes that loud sound that when he hisses like that. That means he's going to try charging at you when he latches onto the platform. So, okay, where are you now? I hear you. You are there. Hello. Hello, sir. And there's your eye. I hear it's available. I'm gonna turn up the volume of my 3DS so that maybe you guys can hear it. Now, this is where everything changes. He has a proper phase 2 now, where he actually destroys the platform in the center, and the fight now takes place entirely underwater. Yeah, this is an overhauled boss, if I do say so myself. So now, okay, he's over there. Then, I think what you want to do here is, he's releasing a school of fish, just like he did in the original, and you just want to, use your magic variability. Then, over time, these spike mines will appear from the ground. What you want to do is get close to him. When you do that, he'll get mad, and he'll start sucking you in. Then you want to... Oh, this is not going to go well. Okay. You want to release one of those mines beforehand. What you want to do is, while he's sucking... he's trying to suck you in with the water, in order to bite you and eat you, you want to detach one of those mines and have the mines fly into his mouth. So it's a lot more of a puzzle boss than it was before. There's no mines near him right now, so that's a very unfortunate position. You do kind of have to wait for him to be in the right position. He's gonna hit yellow eyes. Okay, we get it, game. Thanks. It's morning of the second day. Okay, awesome. I'll just take care of those. There are magic pots down here for you to refill your magic, as well as hearts. And, of course, you went to the one area where there's no mines within fucking 50,000 meters. This boss can honestly be pretty frustrating to figure out. I remember I did have to look up how to beat him on my first time fighting him. And, maybe it's a little too puzzle-heavy. That did not go well, but yeah, okay, this is gonna be quite a long fight, ain't it? That said, though, I personally think this is a much more interesting fight than the original. Like, the original just had nothing to it. You shot it from the surface, you went underwater to hit it, you rinsed, repeat, and then... Oh my god, can you get near a fucking mine, dude? I totally get if people prefer that version, but I think this is a much better boss fight overall. Again, though, I'll talk more about, like, the boss changes and whether I feel they were warranted. These guys are just... He keeps spawning them. And he blew up the only freaking mine that was near him. Oh my god, okay. Down here. Get that. Okay. If I don't get eaten... Yes! Okay, I got it. That's what you need to do to expose his weak point in this phase. I feel like there should be some other way to expose his weak point in this phase, but I don't know of it. Right now, I guess no reason not to show you. My magic is empty, so I'm gonna refill it. Oh yeah, oh god. Go! You can see this is the rapid dash you're left with if you don't have magic in Zora form. Okay, there we go. And he's sitting right next to mine since I'm trying to refill on magic, and I'm not used to the fucking controls in this version. Oh, man. Alright, come on now. When did you spawn another school of those? Alright, start sucking. Let's... Nope, this isn't gonna work. At least we can escape. Can you move somewhere much better? Okay, I'm gonna stay I'm gonna stay away from the mines in case that will influence his... You're staying as far away from the mines as fishingly possible. Come on, man! Work with me, boss fight that's meant to try to kill me. Come on. Alright, don't blow that up. Thank you. This is great. Okay, hit that. Start sucking, and that should work. There we go. I will say, if I have any critiques about this fight, I do wish there was more than one way to expose his weak point here. Like, I wish you could, perhaps, like, get some brave hits in. Maybe you can. Let me try for it, actually. I just released the mine. Because, yeah, waiting for him to be in the right position with all the mines around is freaking annoying, can I just say? Yeah, there's no mines within miles. This isn't gonna work. Come on. You're sucking anyway. Okay. Awesome. And I have to use magic to escape the grasp. Because of the freaking Zora swimming controls. It's fine. I'll just get more from here. There we go. So, okay. I'm gonna race over here. Oh, I thought it was closer to it, then I exploded it! Good thing these guys freaking refill my entire health bar every time. And of course you're as far away from the freaking mines. You kidding me? That was the one mine that was near you! I see a chance, I see an opportunity. Go down. Detach. Go. Yes. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Drop down. Smack. Yes! Okay, fighting him again, it's actually not as good as I remember. But I think the concept of improving Gyorg, I think the concept of the Phase 2 is great. I just think the execution is really wanting. There needs to be more ways to attack him than just one, and there's no way that the boss should just be structured around the RNG of, I hope he sits near a mine, because, yeah, that was kind of annoying. Will I say it's better overall than the original? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's an actual challenge, unlike the original, where you just shoot him from the water, you go underwater, you hit him. I guess the real challenging part of the original fight is trying to get back up onto land before he bites you, but you know. I do like most of the changes they made here, even if I think the execution of Phase 2 isn't that great. I still think this is an improved fight overall, so yeah, I'll give it to this version. Again, sorry 3DS haters, but I'm kind of the Majora's Mask 3DS apologist, so get used to it. Anyway, I'll see you back over in N64 land.
Now I can continue resting in peace. I too must abide the laws of ancient times and again merely watch from my deep slumber. But the evil that haunts this land has not completely vanished, Link. I shall depart after enjoying Lulu's voice a bit longer. A bit longer is right, sorry to say. I think the gods can permit that.
Yeah, some rescuing Great Bay cutscene, right? Yeah. Compared to the last two where you can see the poison leaving the water of Woodfall and you can watch Snowhead return to spring, yeah, that last cutscene is a little bit lame in all honesty. I'm not a big fan of it. You just get dropped in front of the turtle and he says, yeah, you did good, Link, and nothing in Great Bay really changes as a result. I don't think this is that much of a bad thing since we only have a few hours left to appreciate it before the end of the world, but, you know, it still would have been nice to at least have some kind of visual change. I get it, though. This game was developed very quickly, and having a completely different version of an environment would absolutely be hard to create. I shouldn't have just left it at would absolutely be hard with no other context. We venture back into Zora Hull, preferably as the band member that we are. Sort of, a little bit. We can see, at last, the Zoras are preparing to rehearse. This might happen after you play the song for Lulu to open the temple, or might happen after the temple's freed. Either way, we're here now. You're late, Mikau! Where were you while we were skipping practice? Doing something very important, just so you know. Lulu's been waiting for you, so we're gonna have to talk to her to initiate the thing. But first of all, let's see what everyone else has to say. You're the keyboardist here. You did great, Mikau. Lulu's voice has returned. Well, it looks like Lulu wants to talk to you, so go see her now. Are all three of you just gonna say that? Sir, there you are.
What have we been doing? You're late, Mikau. Ooh, guess what? Lulu's voice has gotten it back.
Yeah, I wonder how that could have possibly happened. Do we have an audience at all? No. Oh! Yes, we do! They've all chosen the high seats. Not that I can blame them, the high seats are the most fun. Mikau, you came back safely. That's good. I was surprised when my voice turned that lonely island into a turtle. Oh, so you had no idea who he was? Then why was he talking as if he knew who you were? I guess he was watching from his deep slump. I don't know. I thought Lulu was affiliated with that turtle, but now I'm just confused. But that song you played for me, my mother used to sing it often, long ago. Those eggs were laid to remind me of that. That song was from when I was a very young child, so I had forgotten it. I've put you through some horrible experiences, Mikau. But I'm all better now. Well, the town's concert is very soon. Let's start our rehearsal. The very, very procrastinated rehearsal. 1, 2, 3. Alright, this is editing Omencito interrupting here because I think this video has gone on long enough. I did do quite a bit more stuff after this point, but it would have taken an extra 10 minutes and I'd rather these videos air on the short side, so I'm gonna stop this video here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we, say goodbye to everyone before the end of the world, and then we start taking care of our side quest backlog. Thank you all for watching, if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.